Higher Technological Institute of the West of the State of Hidalgo, Industrial Engineering Division. Good afternoon. Together with my team, we are going to present you the approach of the project. Our team is made up of the López Antonio Nubia, Pérez Pérez Elizabeth, Toa Resendiz Diguayev, and you server Borges Márquez Edoriman.
Introduction. The store Los Pinos is a family business owned by Mr. Florentina Pérez Viñuedo. Florentina Pérez Viñuedo dedicated to sell groceries, which has 4 years of antiquity in which the income has been stable. Until the last 10 months, where there was a disturbance in the profits in the significant way. Therefore, an investigation has been developed by means of questions in which we update the data of variation of the income to make a resolution of a time series in which we will interpret the data provided to obtain a forecast that clarifies the variation of this, to know in what way it affected and how it can be solved. The objective is we will seek to solve the problem and develop the time series throughout. This will be different methods learned so that in this way we have a better vision. This will be carried or through movie Avenger, exponential smoothing, and trend projection, where we will observe an analysis of the classes presented to meet to the projective, trying to encourage statistical reasoning rather than routine learning, as today allows us to apply statistics of industrial engineering.
Problem stem. Currently, as far as the grocery trade is concerned, it has had a very challenge since the monthly income of the last 10 months has had an unstable variation in the income that it generates for sustenance. Thus, being this problem the cause that the local can close. That is why it is important to solve this problem, and in order to contribute in any way, a time series of establishment must be developed with which we can observe the sequence of the observation, measure in moments, determine an ordered chronology to give an occur forecast of the evolution over time and to identify the chance in variations between the day probing and tools obtained by this method.
Objective: apply the knowledge acquired during the subject in real case inaccurate applied in the store Los Pinos, giving solution to moving average smoothing and projection of trends, the order to calculate short terms, sales forecasts, a sample of income that were during the last 10 months. In Los Pinos store located on Miguel Hidalgo Avenue in Maguey Blanco, Block 1 Municipality of Ixmiquilpan, where the main activity of the purchase and sale of grocery items. The owner Florentina Perez Viñuelo, with the antiquity for years, where it was giving the task of calling data on the com obtained during 10 months prior to March. We are now in falling table months income.
In subsection A, we have to calculate the 5 years moving average of the monthly time series plus the calculate information and the information provided by the exercise. Describe your analysis. Steps for solution. The data they give us of the solution are n equal 10, l equal 5. First, the value of the space that will be left empty in the table is calculate. This calculate with the formula L less 1 divide 2. 5 less 1 divide 2 equal 2. According to this, it indicates that the first and last 2 months cannot be calculated. The formula is then used to calculate the moving average of the age of following month. Formula PM LY1 plus Y2 plus Y3 plus Y4 and plus Y5 depending on the L. We substitute the data that it asks and the formula. And then the next table shows the income of the years and the day moving average that they obtain likewise in the way they align is because it cannot be obtained and described in the above. The month May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and February. Entry and moving average. To elaborate the graph, we use Excel, where the values obtained and proved from the exercise we recorded a spreadsheet later with the tools skate. Plot was elaborated, which will help also to graphically represent to the favor that this has over the months. Analysis. With respect to the what is observed, it can be said and the monthly is come live babies and clinical why since is for the first month of the seventh and significant decrease in comment is noting and forming the increases. Likewise, it can be noted that the incoming remains stable only.
Subsection B. Calculate the smoothing forecast with a 0.25. The calculate information and the information provided by the exercise describe your analysis. Step 4 solution. First, a table is made in Excel where the profit is displayed. With the help of the exponential something formula, the values are calculated according to P 0.25 as the formula established that in the first month an exponential smoothing cannot be calculated since there is no day for that month. The procedures were carried out in Excel with two train to 0.25 as double 0.25 where some formulas were inserted fixing the source of and the ball of one double. Here's how the process has done manually. Analyze with the graph, we can see that is behaves cycle and in some months there is a decrease and others in increases. We also observe that if there is any difference between count and the smoothing that was obtained in the same way the exponential smoothing that we obtain has the observed that sort their forecast a future period for this time series that was present.
In the subsection C, generate two trend projection. What is the trend projection for the month of June 2029? Graph it and give your analysis according to the data obtained. The steps for the solution is to obtain the equation we had use the formula give to use in class, which is and the same for B0 and B1. This formula must be used. Next step is in B1. It had to be done in an Excel sheet to make the process easier for use. To this sheet, we put the previous data from the table, followed by summations, average of the same of obtained T, YT, and T2, as shown in the following image. This data will be used to replace the formula. The next is having this data. The formula is solved and it will be that. Therefore, B1 is for B0, we need the average values of YT and T, as well the values already obtained for D1. Therefore, D0 is, with this we can substitute T in the first formula, and we will be left our trend projection, which will be. Finally, ask what is the trend projection for the month of June 2021. Graph and give your analysis according of the data. To solve this section, we only need to substitute the numbers of months requested in the equation, since by substituting if we would obtain the effective result. In our graph, we will look like this, checked by the software. For the analysis, in our solve, we obtain 110.13, is indicating that during the 10 months the store has had an average sales growth. This means that is a good indicator of the future.
D. Plot the information obtained from the moving average and the smoothing forecast. What is the best option? Describe your analysis. Step for solution. To prepare the compression graph, we use Excel. The values obtained from the moving average and smoothing provided for the exercise were recorded in a spreadsheet. Subsequently, with the tools, a scatter plot was elaborated with the width held to graphically represent the variator that this has got thrown in the month. Analysis with respect to what is observed in the comparison graph of the moving average and option, I can be concluded that smoothing forecast is the best option to forecast future sales in the Los Pinos store. Since we provenience a greater number of data obtained, and addition to that behaves in a way more similar to that of the provenient of contrary of the moving average graph that gives you list that and like it that this data forecast is less acute.